Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author trading with over 190k reputation points.
In this video, I will be speaking about USDCAD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is essentially what the big players in the market are doing, so essentially hedge funds and institutions. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss.
If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts.
Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can notice is that we have a market which clearly was moving in a range. We had the top of the range here, and we had the bottom of the range here. Right now, we just had a breakout from the top of the range, and now this means that essentially we have a market which is following through with the breakout above the high of the range. So it is currently in the impulse phase, so essentially the breakout phase. Now, after a breakout, what you would expect is a correction and then a continuation to the upside. So from a monthly standpoint, the situation is quite clear. Let's drop down on the weekly time frame and see what we have. Now, from a weekly standpoint, we can notice how we had a market which was creating lower lows and lower highs. Now the market is creating higher highs and higher lows. So essentially, it is now clearly in a textbook uptrend. We can also notice how the last move was actually the creation of a new weekly higher high. So the next logical step would be first to see a correction, the creation of a higher low, and then the creation of yet another weekly higher high. So also here on the weekly, everything seems quite bullish. So let's drop down on the daily time frame and see what we have. Now, from a daily perspective, everything has been following exactly as you would expect. In fact, I spoke about USDCAD after the market created this W formation. I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we could expect this breakout, a correction to the downside. And that is in fact exactly what the market did. Then from here, I made another analysis explaining all the reasons for which there was good probability of seeing more bullish continuation. And again, that is exactly what the market did. And by the way, I will link in description these previous analysis so you can go and check them out for more free education. But at the moment, what we can notice is that the market has just created a massive impulse to the upside and is currently following with a correction. Now, in general, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg. And this shows us how we have the 0.3 to 50% and 0.618 Fibonacci retracements currently lining up exactly around this area. This means that we have a good probability for this market to want to go and test this area because it is a confluence of support zones. So there are multiple layers of support inside of the same area of price. And inside of a confluence of support zone, there is an increased probability of seeing institutional longing, which at that point could further increase the probabilities of a potential rejection to the upside away from this area. Now, what do I mean when I say institutional longing? Well, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so what the big players in the market are doing, and we look at the data precisely for the CAD, the first thing that we have to keep in mind is that when we're looking at the data for the CAD, we're actually already looking at CAD USD because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So if we want information on USD CAD, we simply have to reverse everything. So if institutions are massively decreasing their net positioning on the CAD, going from minus 65k to minus 181k, it means that institutions are shorting the CAD, therefore they're longing USD CAD, therefore making it stronger. So if the market will now correct to this area, there is a good probability to see even more institutional shorting of the CAD, which actually means longing of USD CAD, which could potentially make it even stronger. So if the market would correct to this zone, what would I expect? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily time frames combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best time frames for that are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the upside for the market to create a new potential daily higher high. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, all these general analysis, tutorials, and concepts that you see me speak about on my YouTube channel are really just the tip of the iceberg, because if you really want to learn more, I will definitely suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find also linked in description. Here, you will have the possibility to gain access to all my courses. So really complete courses that will guide you from the very basics of charting all the way up to more advanced concepts like building algorithmic trading strategies using quantitative finance tools like the quant analyzer to build portfolios of strategies, and a lot of really important and really interesting things that you need to know if you want to become a better trader. So this is something you really cannot afford to miss. You also have the possibility to gain access to the trading station software with the Telegram notifications integration, one-on-one mentoring directly with me, the COT data software that you often see me use on the YouTube channel, and you also have the possibility to integrate with gaining access to all my EAs, so my personal EAs, the ones that I have developed and that I trade on my own account, and also to have access to the trading show, which is essentially a live stream of all trades coming from my account directly on the Telegram channel as they are executed and managed. Here on the website, you will see that there is the complete presentation of all the EAs that I personally run. And if you continue to scroll down, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. And there is also per time slot the special discount. So at the moment, there are 10 days before the next price increase. So I would really suggest that you go and check it out as soon as possible. The link is in description, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.